Hi, and welcome to your second video in your mini video tutorial series on perception architecture. My name is Chuck Dolce. I am Principal of Impact Marketing Solutions and creator of the Perception Architecture Method. And today in this second video, I want to talk to you about your practice and about what you do and how you communicate that information to your prospects. Okay. So the first thing I want to mention to you, I want to tell you about, is that being a fiduciary in your marketing message is bad. All right, before you go hitting the delete button, I know you're reaching for your mouse right now. Before you hit the delete button, let me explain, okay? The problem is that virtually everybody in your industry is a fiduciary, okay? You're SEC regulated, you're registered, you gotta uphold the fiduciary standard, okay? It doesn't make you stand out. It doesn't make you unique. It doesn't make you the go-to guy or go-to gal in your business, basically. So the point is actually being a fiduciary is important, and it's important to point out to your prospects. But shining the spotlight on that information, on that kind of information, putting it up front and center above everything else, basically doesn't do a whole lot for you. It kind of wastes the spotlight. Okay, so that's point number one about doing what you're doing, how you talk about what you do. The second point I want to talk about is the word fiduciary itself. Fiduciary is well, let me put it to you this way. When was the last time you were out at your kid's soccer game, let's say, or maybe having cocktails with your husband or wife at happy hour? When was the last time you overheard anybody in the crowd or at the next table use the word fiduciary in pleasant conversation? Hi, honey, how was your day? Well, I was walking today and I saw the cutest pair of shoes in this shop, and I was going to go in and try them on, but you know, I've been in that shop before and I don't like them. I don't think they treat their customers in a fiduciary manner. Come on. Nobody talks like that. You know what fiduciary is a legal term. Who uses legal terms? Lawyers. Okay. What you want to do is when you're talking to your prospect, you want to talk to them in a language they understand. Conversationally, yes, but in a language that they understand. You want to make what you do somehow relevant to them. Now, this may seem totally obvious, all right? But it's not. You would be surprised at how many mission statements I read, how many goals and missions I read that read like stereo instructions. They say things like, we offer comprehensive investment advice, balancing risk and opportunity, delivering superior investment returns via fundamental bottom-up portfolio analysis. And we use an open architecture product selection method that makes us an ideal choice for any high net worth individual. I mean, I made that up. I made most of that up. I mean, I don't really even know what it means, but it sounded kind of good, all right? And that's the point, is if your explanation sounds good to you, it most likely may not be sounding good to your prospect, okay? You use big fancy words, you use financial terminology, all this stuff doesn't mean a thing to your prospect. Let me give you an example. Let's cut to the kitchen table, okay? You've got Joe Average middle management investor opening his quarterly statement. He's down 9%. What's he thinking? Is he thinking, Jesus, I'm dying here. 9%. God, it was down 6% last quarter, 9%. I'm hemorrhaging. I got to do something. I mean, I gotta call my broker. I got to call my advisor. I don't know what to do. I got to do something. I'm dying here. Or is he thinking B? I wonder if I could get superior returns with a more balanced risk and opportunity assessment using an open architecture product selection model and so forth and so on. You know he's thinking the first one, right? I mean, he's thinking on an emotional level, and that's the level you have to kind of talk to your prospects on. I call it closing the emotional gap. There's the advisor talk up here, and then there's what the prospect is saying to himself as he's looking at the market, okay? Excited, frightened, terrified, whatever. You want to speak to them in their emotional language. Now, this is not to say, now I'm not suggesting, by the way, you change your rep to say, hi, this is Chuck Dolce with ABC Advisors, and we'll save your ass. But we want to address them in a certain emotional tone that basically matches to what they're thinking. The closer you can get on that level, to that relevant level of emotional level, the more impact you're going to have with your marketing message. So that's video number 2 in terms of marketing your practice. Hope it was helpful. Hope you picked up a couple tips in here that you can start using right now. review some of your own marketing, look at the language you're using, see if you can adjust that maybe to fit more in line with the way your prospects might be thinking. So anyway, that about does it for the second video today. Remember, email me your questions, comments, thoughts, ideas, gripes, whatever, anything. Love to hear from you all. And keep an eye open for your email for tomorrow, the link to tomorrow's video. So that's it for today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks very much.